Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak, where last episode, reaching the Longlai waterfall area to find Judith attempting to meditate under one, we soon spotted a monster preying on her from on high, with a bewitching spectre Yako Nu diving in and being ejected by a transformed phantom thief as we joined the actress to take out the threat. After Van got an eye full, we wrapped up the 4 SPG and returned to our hotel, ready to relax once more. The group made their way back to the inn where they relaxed in their rooms and indulged in its facilities to unwind. They also took the time to report the cryptid-like beast's defeat to the guild while also letting Nina and Bermotti know that Judith had been found. Dinner was reserved for 6:30 p.m. Before that, however, they decided to do a little something else to make the most of their trip to Longlai. I remember when I could twirl my hair around like that.
Enough with the seduction act.
I can't let my act get rusty while I'm not on stage, you know? But damn, this water doesn't feel good. There's springs over in Longport, but this is next level. What, is the kid not coming in? Feels like a waste to come all this way and not use the outdoor spring.
Yeah, I did invite him, but he said he was too tired and was just gonna settle with a shower.
Weird. Didn't seem like he was afraid of showing off that skinny-ass body or whatever.
There's plenty of cultures out there that don't do public bathing. Could just be that. But you're right that it's a waste not to come in. I'll see if he wants me to reserve the place for him later.
Like some overprotective parent. Well, that kiddo might not be here to give you some TLC, but I am. How about it? This do it for ya? Old farts like you love these kinds of poses, right?
Oh, knock it off. Just because you were born with looks and talent doesn't make it okay to abuse them.
Made you hard?
What? What?
I'm limp as a damn noodle!
What are they even talking about over there? Who knows? I can't believe those two. Though I'm sure it was Aaron who was the one who started it. Your hair is so smooth, Rosette. Can I wash it for you?
I would be delighted if you did.
Yume really does have a way of becoming fast friends with anyone. I think of her as my little sister at this point. She reminds me of my younger siblings back home. I almost forgot you're an older sister. It doesn't feel quite right to me somehow. Maybe for you, but for me, Kasum doesn't come home very often. So I actually feel way more like an older sister than a younger one. I see. You'll probably always be the latter to me, sorry. You're definitely the older sister type, though. Your hair is so long, and your skin's smooth like porcelain. You're so curvy, too. Well, I like the way your hair is fluffy like kitten's fur. And your skin's so lustrous with such a beautiful tone. It's silky to the touch. I love it. You really think so? I'm covered in scars, though. Maybe so, but you got those protecting people like us and loved ones back home, didn't you? I really don't want you to get hurt, of course. But I see those scars more as proof of the sacrifices you've made for others. And so they make me all the more proud of you. Aw, thank you. By the way, this might be out of nowhere, but what kind of person do you think Van's type is? Pardon? A long time ago, I remember asking Ida how people usually behave when staying over somewhere. And she said they usually talk about romance and stuff, like who the people close to them might be in love with. Ida really didn't beat around the bush, huh? I'm sure potential partners for him would need to be over a certain age. So, not us. He sees us more as children. He's so nice, though, isn't he? He makes it look like he's not paying that much attention to us, but it feels like he always is. Yes, I would have to agree. But for example, he isn't the same with us as he is with Rosette and Judith. Elaine, too. It's always like he acts with a lot less restraint towards them. Now that you mention it...
Man, I've seen them all in the sauna before. But you sure got hella scars, huh? Bet they come with a ton of shady stories to tell.
Not gonna deny it. That's just how it is when you're in this business.
I'll bet. Especially when you've got connections with PMCs, the Society, Heiyue, and a bunch of other dicey groups. Sounds like you backed up the Mirage side during the war a couple years ago, too. Then your ex is an A-rank bracer, and you've got a partner in crime in the CID. A ton might even be selling it short.
Keep it up with the wild guesses. Too sharp for his own good.
So, you went to high school with those two, right?
Give me a break here. Your intuition is something else, you brat.
Doesn't need to be something else in this case. The small fry might not have noticed, but Miss Perfect sure has. You're just so easy to read. It's like you're not even trying to hide this stuff.
Cutting right to the chase, huh? I mean, you're right. It's not like I'm going out of my way to hide it, but...
You just never volunteer it either. Same difference. Almost bizarre how you hold your cards close to your chest while using your whole Spriggan deal to meddle in others' affairs. How you always dive headfirst to protect us from danger, whatever the cost to yourself. Like you aren't worth a damn.
Putting it like that's a little...
You try to disguise it. You get real pushy when it comes to Mira and make a show of boiling everything down to debts paid or owed. But it's all talk, isn't it? At least when it comes to us, you're all give and no take. And I hate how you're making me leave my debt to you forever unpaid. I get it though. You're scared, aren't you? We all owe you in some way or another. It's part of why I came all the way over to the capital to help out. Not a big part, though. Half for sightseeing, half for revenge, and like 1% repaying you.
Oh, no doubt.
But that's not true for the others. They're here because they're grateful to you. Well, they're grateful and they worry about leaving you alone because of your danger to yourself. We're closer than you think, and not just in age. Maybe think about how liked you actually are next time you want to pull the sacrificial lone wolf act. Not that I care what happens to you, just to be clear. Oh, get out of here with that shit!
Couldn't help myself. Not often you're this sincere. Though if I've got a little hellion like you worried about me, then I got a long ways to go as a man. Just have to take it one day at a time.
Careful you don't overdo it, Grandpa. Anyway, enough serious talk. We're in a hot springs resort. You gotta tell me all the good night spots. Like where you can get down and dirty in the bath with some hot older girls.
Nowhere, that's where.
Get down and dirty? Goodness, I wonder what that could mean. He really can't help himself, can he? Wow, everything's all white. Sorry for leaving her with you all this time, Rosette.
Not at all. We've had a lovely time together.
Leave the washing to me whenever you're ready. I want to help wash the boys too. Can I? I suppose it might be fine if it's just you. We'll have to get there and the owner's okay later. Flash!
Is something wrong?
Not at all. I'm sorry. We just couldn't help looking at you.
Oh, were you concerned with how my artificial body is faring?
Oh, it's not that. If anything, it's the opposite. I forgot it's artificial.
That's quite the compliment. I'm not going out of my way to hide anything, so you can look all you like if the sight doesn't displease you.
You have to squint to notice anything different at all. Oh, I see it now.
This is the joint between two of my artificial parts. All it takes is to wear something over it, and nary a person is likely to notice. Still, while I may sound like an expert, I've only had this body for a year.
I see.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sound like I was holding knowledge over you. It's a rather complex story, and much of it is confidential. I wish I could tell you if I'm being truthful.
No, you don't need to apologize. You've gone out of your way to do what you can for us in spite of your limitations. If anything, you've been doing more than you should. It makes me, well, I can't help but compare myself to you and feel a little inadequate. You, Agnès?
You see, I have numerous skills and knowledge because I was intended to be that way. My skills have been refined and my body modified to best serve my purpose. However, the both of you also have roles that only you can fulfill. Roles that I suspect are much more important to Arkride solutions than my own.
You really think so? I don't know. That's kind of hard to imagine.
Don't worry about it too much for now. Just try to take it to heart as wisdom from your elders. To add, while my body might differ from that of an ordinary human's, I am still 20 years old, as I once told you all. I'm not an enchantress who is much older than she appears, or anything to that effect.
Understood. Good to know, Rosette. We're so close in age, and yet she's so much wiser than me.
What's an enchantress?
Oh, Yume!
Are you all talking about work? I want to help you all when I'm big too. Grandpa said I couldn't, but I'm not gonna listen to him.
I'm sure hearing that would make him a bit sad.
I know I'd be happy to have you on the team, though. Oh, for sure.
Sure is noisy over there. But I guess that's what happens when 3/4 of the group are kids.
They're just in what I call the hot springs vacation spirit. Think it's probably time we got out anyways.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, getting in the bath with everyone does seem like it would help me get to know them all better. But I doubt they work out the truth that easily. But I couldn't be as comfortable as I can with Gran and the others back home. Still, it would be a waste just to have a shower, so maybe I'll sneak in later once everyone's done.
Is this where we get to eat? Now this is fancy. It's so grown up. It really is a lovely room. Oh, but there's other customers here, so we probably shouldn't be eating here when we've got a kid with us. Maybe we should eat in the lounge where we had lunch instead. Huh? There's no need for concern. This room has been well soundproofed. She isn't going to be a bother to anyone. Well, if you're sure. In that case, I think it would be rude to turn them down. All the other customers do seem to have their own rooms. We prepared the same room we used last night.
Thanks! Yesterday's food was really good, so I can't wait for...
Oh. It's the lady from earlier! Good evening, Judith. Almost forgot you were staying in the same place as us.
Oh, right. You did say that you were here for a few days on vacation. Well, I'll just be going then. Wait! I need food!
I'm really sorry to ask, but could I have my meal in my room? I'd be happy to pay you extra for the trouble. If that's what you prefer, then we'd be happy to accommodate you. There's no need to pay extra, however. We'll see you to getting your room ready. Are you one of Van's friends too? Huh? What are you doing, Yume? Where did you get there? What's your name? You're so pretty! I'm Yume. I'm gonna be a cute waitress at Mama one day. Really? Isn't that something? Little help here? Yum, she's not... Huh? My name's Judith. It's nice to meet you, Yume. You too! Come have your dinner with us! Eating by yourself is so lonely. It'll be way more fun together. Hold on. What would you like to do? Well, we do know her, so I guess it's up to our friend over there. The menu changes daily here, so we'd both be getting the same options regardless, right? Yes, that's correct. We can accommodate either decision. Just let us know what you prefer. Listen, Yume. You aren't gonna come join us. And Yume wins this round. Didn't stand a chance. I don't think any of us would. Fine. Bring my food in here, please. I accept my fate. Yay! We're happy for you, Yume. I hope this isn't too much trouble. Not at all. We'll get everything ready at once. This tastes so good! Careful or you're gonna get it all over you again. I never would have thought you were the infamous Grimcat causing trouble in the capital. Even after seeing you in that outfit, I'm still having a hard time believing it. I don't blame you. Like I said though, your secret's safe with us, don't stress. Thank you again for saving us back at Aojimera, by the way. Don't mention it. You were only there because of a job from me and Nina. It was the least I could do. I think I can trust that you won't tell anyone though, especially since you seem to have your own stuff you want to keep quiet. Still, if it gets out, it gets out. I'm even prepared to abandon my career as an actress if that happens. You are? I guess if you didn't have that much resolve, you wouldn't target bigwig politicians and the like in the first place. How many other people know your identity other than us? A handful, but they're all people who have different sides of their own. I've somehow managed to keep the whole film industry in the dark, though. Seriously, please don't tell anyone. I'll even pay you hush money if I have to. Your hush money's no good here. I'd way to pick up more work from you, though. But you know, it's been 8 years now since all the Phantom Thief hubbub started. So what, you've been living a double life like this since you were a kid? Yeah, I started out both as a thief and an actress at the same time when I was 14. I can't say it's been easy, but I had rivals in both fields who spurred me on. Mum and Grammy were against my decision, but back when they had the mantle... You just can't stop putting your foot in your mouth, can you? I can't help but be curious about your family and rivals, though. It's impolite to pry too much, however. Still, hearing that reminds me of some things I've read in the past. So you're not the first Grimcat, then? There were a couple more before you. So much for not prying. I really hope I can trust you guys on the secret thing. You can, we got you. It was the Grimcat in you that put you on Maxim's trail, then? Yeah, I suspected he has something to do with Almata. What? How come? It's not just politics and entertainment that they have influence in, but sports too. There's all kinds of shady rumors floating around about them even now, from them supplying illegal donations to stories of human trafficking. Then I started hearing stories of Maxim traveling around from place to place. It made me start to wonder if that was because he was doing something on behalf of the Mafia. You're really sure it isn't, right? Like I said, I can tell you that's not why he's traveling around. But we can't tell you his actual reasons since that's private. True, though he made his mess and now he's got to clean it up. You don't ease up when it comes to him, do you? He got up to some other dumb stuff in Longport too, but nothing that would cause harm. Marduke's assessment of his potential involvement with Almata was negative as well. You guys really do look into everyone and everything, huh? I can't believe I screwed up so bad. Things haven't been great lately, so I was just desperate to turn them around. Nina won the Lion d'Or instead of me. Another rival of mine's been doing super good lately. I've been trying my hardest too, but Mum and Grammy just... Oh, but I loved Golden Blood too, though. It was a little bit raunchy, but the action scenes were so cool. You really think so? But I'm not the one who made it raunchy, just to be clear. That's all the director being a filthy pervert. He has to go for the same sexed up angles every single time. I believe that more if I hadn't seen what you wear as Grimcat. Hell, speaking of, you should try getting him to make a film about Grimcat. That's a role you were born for. Oh, now that I'd pay good money to see. I suspect a lot of people would. Now that you mention it, he'd probably be able to get some hot shots out of that catsuit. No, hell no. Never mention that idea around him ever, or he'd do it, for sure do it. What's a Grimcat? Is it a kitty? I'd watch that. Like, you'd watch Mishy in Boots and be like, whoa. Don't watch these movies just thinking they're for kids. It's got a cat. I'm not full yet. Looks like all that running around today finally caught up to her, huh? She's got a bright future up ahead, this one. We're sorry for all the trouble she ended up causing you, Judith. Oh, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't think she'll be letting go anytime soon. You want me to look after her for a while? It's been a long day for me too. We can both have ourselves a nice nap. Are you sure? If you really don't mind, that'd be great. Thank you. I doubt she'll sleep for more than an hour or two. If she causes you any fuss or if you need anything, please let us know. Sure. Can I have your number then? It's not even 10 PM yet, so this might be a good time to head out. Nothing smells off, but it might be worth walking around for a bit just in case. I don't want my assistants picking up on anything, so I think I'll leave them be. I should at least go thank Judith personally and apologize before I head out, though. I mean, you should also make sure that Aaron isn't doing anything. Aaron! Check that place out after exploring. Are you telling me not to leave yet? Or can I leave and do a sweep before I do a thing? Oh, hey, napping yet, buddy? Bet you give the other guests a real shock if they saw you. Just doggo. Oh, that a 4 SPG that I can report, by any chance? No. We got paid for it, but we didn't get any SP. Oh! I can supposedly just leave. So I didn't have to do that first. In fact, these are blue events. And that's the red event. And I'm guessing after I do the blues and that red that this one will show up, most likely. So let's consider it sweep o'clock. As per usual. Oh, Van, what are these? Are they sweets? Are they pills? Are they little bits of carrot? I don't understand. Do they go with the tea well? Do you put them in the tea? Hello, Fairy and I were showing off our souvenirs to each other. Are those the souvenirs? Oh yeah, what you all pick up? I got a picture postcard to send back home to my family. I'll send it along with some manto and rice crackers. Hey, bet they love that. Those snacks also keep on the road pretty good. As for myself, I purchased some assorted snacks for a few academy friends like the ones in the student council. I also picked up a few things for myself. A cute candle, some tea. It's only been a day, but it was still quite fulfilling. For me too, the hot springs and the meals were super cool. Good to hear that. Looks like they're getting a chance to relax. It's neat looking all over at souvenirs. I'm gonna look for something cool to send to my family tomorrow. Come to think of it, the inn was providing free tea. Perhaps I'll bring some up to share with Judith. Probably should, yeah. She can't move. Drops the tea on Yumi's head. No! Did you enjoy your meals and time in the hot springs? I hope you found what we offer fully satisfying. We've had a number of visitors from much farther away lately, and I'm honored to say that our inn was quite popular with them too. A lord of the hot springs town, the Empire, came by himself. He said he felt he could learn from us, which was a great honor. I'm sure we'll have customers from all over staying at our inn. Hope we can provide for each and everyone's satisfaction. Stop name dropping, you. Well, I took a dip before dinner, but it's great to be able to go in multiple times a day. Should I take another quick dip to help digest dinner? I mean, there's an event. Phew. 5 years since then, huh? Never imagined this would be how I'd end up back here. Come to think of it, we made a promise to go on a hot springs trip way back when, huh? It was, what, gonna be to celebrate Renee's graduation? Then I ruined the whole thing. Whatever, no turning back the clock now. I already made my choice. I've thrown away my days with them.
Okay, looks like no one's around. I knew the best time to shoot for would be right after dinner. I'll really be in for it if Aaron finds me, so I'll make this a short dip. I did only just take a shower. Hopefully a quick wash is good enough before going in. I can barely see a thing. There's so much steam. It really is curious how the oxidation of sulfur can come out so thick. As I recall, it has a positive effect on the skin and soothes chronic pain. Maybe I should convince Gran and Essie to come.
And you sure know your stuff, huh? You don't know how to inside thoughts. Inside voice, man.
Huh? What? Van?
Oh yeah, sorry, I've been in for a while now. Real nice bath, huh? Sorry, I didn't say anything earlier. I was kind of lost in thought. You wanted to have the place yourself, yeah? I'm all warmed up, so I'll leave it to you. Van, I can see everything! Huh? What are you talking about? I got a towel around my waist. But your upper body, you're naked. Your incredible muscles and such are visible. Forget that. I didn't say anything. Come on. I'm not that great compared to folks who really make a habit of flexing their muscles. You're absolutely ripped. You are shredded to an insane degree. What are you talking about? You may not be bodybuilder buff. You may have not been dehydrating yourself so everything pops. But that's the crazy thing. Everything pops anyway. Look at you. They spent time on your model. You're absolutely chiseled. Anyway, you wanted the place, so I'm good leaving you to it. You should have around half an hour before anyone else comes in, I think. Don't stay in for too long right after eating, though, okay? Also remember to hydrate once you're done. That was a shock. I suppose that was her fault. I should have made sure no one was here first. He didn't notice, did he? Nope, he couldn't have. There shouldn't be that much to see in just the bills of our bodies. I think the heat's getting to me. Once I wash myself, I'll head out. Van doing the... Yes, I figured stuff out. Do I have to bathe here today or something? Is that a thing? Yes, I have to bathe again. Don't worry, we're in for third bath. Third of 5. Catcher's probably still in there. I'll look for another chance to take a dip. Hey! I want third bath. I'm pleased you enjoy our traditional multi-course dinner. That format is a speciality of Eastern cuisine. Hospitality isn't just serving food made with fresh ingredients, it's also arranging the food to visually please and serving it right. Several chefs have come here to train with us before. I hope they picked up on that mindset. In fact, one of my students is over in Lomport. I hope they especially were able to take those lessons to heart. Really nothing else to buy at this point in time, but again, we will always check in quadruplet. Wait, I've not made the rich shrimp biscuit? I just got the recipe and didn't make it?
I'll give it a try. I hope you like it.
Should make a few, actually.
I'll give it a try.
I've got the ingredients for it.
I put my heart into it.
I missed the bathing because I was sure I already bathed. Well, you did, but like in previous sections as well, this ended up like this, I'm pretty sure. I missed it because every time I tried it wouldn't let me. Yeah, that's the thing I'm really worried about. That's truly what I'm worried about here. Timings. Don't move the night over. Keep checking back. Does it really matter though? I get, what is it? 1 vitality droplet. Oh, hooray. Joyous, joyous, joys. Alright, the rich shrimp bisque will bring us past the rank. Yes, next rank.
Whew, I am stuffed.
Gourmet rank 9. Strength plus 30 to all party members. And the only other thing we haven't hit is the, or drunk, is the matcha soda. Another 10,000 away to our next gourmet rank, which is what? The last rank, HP plus 1,000 to all party members. 30 strength probably isn't terrible, though. All from eating. Protein, protein, protein. Did I ever go in here before? I don't think there was anyone to talk to, but... Hey there, what are you two doing here? I asked Theo to share today's visual recordings with me, actually. While I was dealing with that, I looked up and realized how lovely the stars were. Perhaps it's because Longlai has fewer lights. Theo has also captured an image of this night sky. It will be shared with Katra later. Glad to hear you two are having a nice evening. No kidding though. With tonight's skies, the stars are clear as gems. Guess I'll take a moment to enjoy them myself. Unrelated notice. Mild humidity increase. Predicted possibility of an effect on tomorrow's weather. A rainy day? I must admit, I found a surprisingly childlike joy in our touring today. Naturally, working with your team at Arkride Solutions is very satisfying work. But still, I believe I shall remember today's events for a long time to come. Gotta love the intermissions. Just, we've gotten a lot of little tidbits more, but at least the tidbits are like moving on for each character. The story moves on. Character stories, maybe more what I care about at this point? I don't know. What a bath that was. I could spend forever in there, truly. And the dinner. I was a bit surprised at the start of it, but the taste. Come to think of it, I remember hearing from the lodge owner that the Divine Blade of the Empire and his family stayed here rather recently. You know, Divine Blade is a name I associate more with LeBeau. I'm sure you know that is a title belonging to a national hero of ours. I suppose it wasn't that Divine Blade who stayed here though. Still, it does make me feel connected to this place a little. What you got was, what stayed here was Divine Blade baby version, basically. The hot springs here seep into your very bones. It even loosened up my shoulders. It's unreal. The Hekisanro Inn with its Eastern-style hospitality is something else. It's like they really care about even the finest details. You can see the sincerity of it all. They actually care. And now there's an event for me leaving. There wasn't one before, was there? I left before. Did you enjoy the hot springs of our inn? The Longlai hot springs have long been known for their restorative and beautifying effects. They're the blessing of the Tianshan Mountains. We also offer shiatsu and saitai messages. It's a tongue twister, that word, if you like. We are confident we can provide whatever you need to banish your exhaustion. Saitai is what I think it is, but I'm probably wrong.